Okay, Tommy Rance here. Just finished my visit in the Casita factory, and I was lucky enough to meet Tyler. First time I met him. Heck of a nice young guy. And he agreed to do an interview with me, and man, did he reveal some stuff that I never knew and that is not widely publicized. So what follows is my interview with Tyler, and there are several surprises in there, all of them worth knowing. So Tommy Rance, I'm going to sign out and put that up. Hope you enjoy it. Have a good day. Got a Tommy Rance RV here. I'm sitting in the Casita showroom on Saturday, and nobody else is here except one salesman I just met, and his name is Tyler.
How are y'all?
Hey Tyler, how long you been working here?
Since 2017. Started off in parts and service and worked my way up.
You didn't work in the factory?
Nope.
You just had parts and service and worked your way up to here?
Did warranty.
Did you do any make-ready stuff, like on pickup day when people would pick their trailer up for the first time? Did you do prep work out there and stuff like that?
Did the prep work on it, showed them how to work everything on the inside, the outside, how to work all the appliances, how to hook everything up.
Brake lights, check brake light.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's one of the things I remember when I bought mine a couple of years ago. Well, I guess I got it about a year ago or year and a half. So you've been here since 2017. I have not met you before. How long have you been out here on the sales force?
Since March. Since March,
yeah.
This year.
Yeah. But do they have your face up on the sales crew on the website?
I think so, yeah. I don't know if they've moved everything over. I was for sure in the parts one.
Oh, yeah.
I had my hair longer and I was looking a little rough, but I think we're going to take
too.
another one.
If you ever saw any of my videos, my hair was just a few weeks ago down to here. It was rough.
Yeah, but I'm on there. They're updating everything. Just got my new business cards and everything.
Oh,
so
cool. Yeah.
we're working it.
Cool. I'm going to move the camera back a little bit because I'm kind of cutting the top of your head off a little bit. There we go. So what's the story? I know y'all went up to 32,694 for a deluxe, for the 24s.
Yeah.
What's the current situation with 23s? Are there any available? And if there are, can you give me an overview of what might be available?
Yeah, so for the 2023 models, we have the Spirit, the Heritage, the Liberty, and the Freedom, all in the 2023 price still.
Oh, those are all, popular models.
They are, and they are slowly starting to run out of them. So it could be 2-3 months when they're all in 2024 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you give me any idea of quantity of what you have left, or not specifically?
It's kind of hard to give you
Yeah.
an exact quantity. The best I could do is probably the month-wise. I'd say once we get into October, November is for sure when we're going to be switching over to all 2024s.
Right.
I may have a trailer here and there. For example, I have a 2021 trailer that I could sell you right now at that 2021 price. So there may be a couple that, will still be there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, there's going to only be a few.
What was I wanting to add? Well, one small thing I wanted to add. I don't know if you know about this. You probably do. A year or so ago, I was in here and I talked to Victor one day. And he told me that a few days prior to that, a guy came in here and paid $50,000 and took a trailer off the showroom floor. And that Casita was willing to do that, at least on an occasional basis. You don't know anything about it?
No.
Well, we won't speculate.
Yeah, because I didn't get told anything.
And I'm not even sure it was Victor. I think it might have been, but you wouldn't necessarily know about that.
Yeah, because
did you sell a trailer today? It looked like maybe we're wrapping one up.
Got two today, actually.
In. Yeah,
got
cool.
Two today.
They were nice people too.
For sure. Yeah.
I thought the lady worked here.
She was showing you everything.
Here's your salesperson.
I'm sure you know, especially once you've got your trailer, you want to show everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to see it, so you
Right.
kind of get in that mode where you're showing everything around. You're showing them this, and it's been an hour or two, and you
Yeah,
showed
man.
them everything.
Yeah. Did okay, what did they buy? Can you tell me that?
2 Spirit Deluxes, actually.
Whoa.
Yeah, 2
Two of
Spirits, and they got pretty much the same thing, because like you said, she was showing her around, and they had pretty similar taste, and had they don't need a lot of stuff. They're kind of low maintenance.
Well, how did it come about they bought 2? I missed it.
So one customer was in here before them.
Oh.
So the customer that was showing them everything was actually, they bought the trailer before that group you just met. And so they were showing them
priceless,
around.
man.
They didn't plan on buying anything. They just came in here to look around, and that my first group that bought one kind of talked them into it for me, so I really didn't have to do much there.
Cool. Now, did they get 23s or 24s? Or
23s.
23s.
23s. So right now, they ordered today, and they're going to be picking up in early October of next year.
That's pretty good. I thought y'all were like a year and a half stretched
Nope.
out now.
13
Only a
months.
year.
13 months.
Yeah.
So not
yeah,
terrible.
13 months.
Not terrible.
Let me just take a shot in the dark here. What if someone came in here and said, I want to buy a 24 and I want to get a Heritage Deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a lot about the popularity of all the
Yeah.
trailers, but I'm guessing that one's a rarer
It is.
sale
It is.
than, yeah.
I'd say probably 2%
Yeah.
of trailers is a
Really?
Heritage.
Yeah.
If that.
What do you know what kind of timeline it would be to?
Heritage would be a little sooner because, like you said, we don't sell very many of those. Those are about the 2% range. So you'd be looking August, maybe September
Okay, so maybe less than a year for 24.
for the 23s.
Or
so those
23.
Heritages are still in the 2023s. The
Oh, right.
only
Right.
trailer right now for sure that's in the 2024s is our Independence model.
Oh,
with the
really?
twin beds. Mm-hmm.
Do you sell more Independents than Spirits, or is it?
I'd say Spirits are actually more
Yeah.
by about 10%. It wouldn't be very much.
Yeah.
Because those two are our more popular ones.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I like to. Y'all used to have 3 trailers in here, and there was for quite a while a Heritage. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just interesting to look at because I have a Spirit. I've played around with the bed configuration quite a bit, and I ended up putting a single bed in the aft part of the trailer, and took the big dining table out.
Yeah.
I made another dinette table, and I did it that way because I work out of it too.
Yeah.
But man, that is all interesting stuff. What's happening with solar these days? You still selling Zamp panels?
Still selling Zamp. They work the best. There's
Yeah.
really nothing else that we would need to look into to go to a different brand unless they start acting up, and they normally get our stuff in time. They work really well. They're durable. We don't mount them on the roof, so that helps a lot. We don't have
Yeah, I know. I inquired about that one time, and they don't want to drill holes in the roof.
Well, the hole's not a big deal because you got to think all those rivets are on the roof holding
Yeah.
that cabinet in. But if you use rivets to hold that solar panel up there, either the rivets are going to give, which is what they're made to do,
Right.
and your solar panel's falling down. But if you use screws to hold it up there, your fiberglass is going to crack, and that's $1,000 to $2,000. There's just no good way to keep it up there securely and then something not break either the solar panel or that itself.
That's interesting. I know some people buy aftermarket,
Yeah.
like Zamp.
I've seen a rail.
Obsidian.
I've seen a railing.
And they use fiber, what is it, Permabond
Yeah.
tape, stuff
Yeah.
like that. I don't know a lot about it. I haven't done any boondocking, so I haven't needed any.
Solars.
Yeah, I do have the 180 watt
Mhm.
suitcase.
With the cord on there already.
Yeah, I have never used it. I also have a 100 watt Renogy, but and that leads to my question about solar, and this is just for me. Most people know. If I went, well, let's say I was at an RV park. Let's say I just want to test out my solar. I just want to see how well it's working. I could do this at home. So I maybe intentionally run my battery down some. Would I be able to? I've got full hookup at home for 30 amp. So I would plug into that, and I can work and everything on the computers and stuff. But let's just say I was getting ready to go somewhere. I didn't realize my battery had drained down, and I wanted to charge it while I was working out there under 30 amp power.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do? What would I do with with the battery switch? Would that matter whether I had it on or okay? Turn it off.
Leave it on.
I'll leave
So,
it on.
If you take that battery key out, that's cutting your line, essentially cutting a line. So even if you're plugged into 110 and that battery switches out, your line is still cut. There's no
Okay.
way for that battery to charge for you.
I see.
So really the only time you want to take that battery key out is when you're storing the trailer for
Okay.
2 to 3 months, because you got to think that LP alarm that's in there, it runs off your battery
Yeah.
all the time.
Right.
So it's going to drain your battery even though you're not using it.
Yeah.
So you just disconnect that so it doesn't drain your battery.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Go ahead.
okay, so really, that effectively in that situation, I just charge it with a 30 amp.
Exactly. And it's
leave
going to
the
be,
suitcase
it'll
alone.
be faster to do it that way as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, really the only time you need those solar panels is when you're not somewhere you can hook up at.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll test it out on a weekend when I'm not working, and I'll leave the switch on, turn everything else off, and just put the panel out and see how
But
it
those
does.
solar panels, they tell you what your battery's putting off. They tell you how fast it's charging. It tells you
Ooh.
everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's excellent. What do you want to tell me about working here? I hear y'all get a lot of vacation time.
Get great
that it's
vacation
pretty
time.
generous.
Great vacation time. 2 weeks for Christmas, which I'm sure y'all know if y'all look at our website.
Oh, yeah.
We're not up here, so there's no one to answer a phone call. 2 weeks for Christmas, week for summer. Thanksgiving we get off.
Yeah.
Labor Day we just had off. So I mean, we get great holiday pay.
Yeah.
Holiday pay, we get paid for all that as long as we come in that next following day. Make sure that we're.
So really, so does that mean most of the vacation time is company wide, and it
Yes.
happens? You know when it's going to be, and the factory is shut down,
It's shut down.
as well as the showroom.
As far as the showroom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to be up here at that time.
Yeah.
For those 2 weeks. Mhm.
Yeah. There's probably a ton of other stuff I want to ask you, but I appreciate you being so forthcoming.
No problem at all.
And you're like the rest of the staff, attentive and helpful, good information. I didn't know whether, I didn't ask Jonathan a couple of weeks ago. He just told me he had a few 23s left. I didn't pursue it any further. I'm glad I did today because I thought I might come down here and really get nothing.
Have you talked about the premiums at all?
About what now?
A premium. So
No.
right now, if you do not want to wait a year or the 13 months, we have premium trailers, is what we call them.
Oh.
They are ready now. You can pick up next week if you wanted to. They are, for the most part, fully loaded. So they have the awning, the furnace, everything that you would need, with the exception of a couple things like the microwave, because people are kind of half and half on
Yeah.
that. We don't go ahead and throw it in there. If you want it, I can add it.
Yeah.
Hitch options aren't in there. And then the smaller things, water filters, surge protectors, you can add all that stuff if you want to. But the furnace, awning, outside shower, upgraded battery, it comes installed in that trailer already.
Wow. And you can get them how quick?
Next week.
Really?
Mm-hmm. As long as we
Wow.
have, I have a couple spirits, so if someone wanted to pick up next week, I would be able to sell them that trailer.
Yeah.
Now, it is at a bit of an increased price. 'Cause
Well,
you don't
I
have
figured,
to wait.
yeah.
You don't have to wait. There's no wait time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've heard of that, or if anybody of your people that are watching have seen that.
Wow.
But that's kind of a deal we're doing now. If you don't like that year wait, you don't mind throwing in a little bit
I
of
have
extra.
never heard of that.
Yeah.
Any idea about the upcharge, or is it sketchy?
It's about 2,000 more roughly
Really?
right now. So of course when that 2023s come, so right now they're selling 2022 premium trailers. So they're 2022 models. Next year they'll be 2023 models, But
Okay.
no wait time. They're ready to go.
So I get confused here about
Mhm.
you're probably right on target. So There are obviously, I guess, no 24s available on the premium program yet.
No.
Okay, but there's some 22s.
Mm-hmm. No 23s yet. We'll do
Okay.
that once we get into January. That's when the premium price will change.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow. Of course, if you run out of them before then, they're just gone, and it won't happen. But
But those are starting off at 35.3. 35.3 that has already options included in that price. The trailer base price is included in that price.
wow,
That'd be your walkout price. And
man,
next
that
week.
isn't bad.
No, not at all.
That isn't bad. Awning on that, did you say?
Mhm.
Really?
Awning.
Furnace. No microwave, but
No microwave.
everything else inside.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like, yeah. Hey, on the water tanks, that water heater, are they all aluminum now, or is that an option? Or do you know? Aluminum.
Like lined on the
tank.
inside?
Yeah.
Okay, so they've always been like that.
Okay.
And really, that's not what saves your water heater. If you look underneath there, there's a little anode rod, and that's a sacrificial element. So
Yeah,
all bad minerals go to that.
I
So-
think all Casita owners are familiar with that.
Mhm.
What I don't know, and maybe you're not up on it, or maybe I have a misunderstanding. I had a subscriber tell me that they bought 21 or 22,
Mhm.
and that it had an aluminum tank, and therefore no anode rod was
Yes.
necessary.
So we may have thrown a couple of those here and there, R&D in some trailers and things like that. So at that time, there was a couple that left that were like that.
I see.
But it was something that it just didn't work for us.
Really?
So we went
Yeah.
back to what we had always been using
Yeah.
for quite a while now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that could be anything, supplier issues,
That they didn't design it
metal
right.
costs, whatever. Yeah.
Stop making it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting. Hey, thanks a lot for talking to me, man. Is there anything else you want to tell me? I can't think of another thing to ask.
No, that premium thing is kind of like the biggest news we got right now.
That's big news.
Yeah, yeah.
I did
so
not know that.
A lot of people like that because that is kind of our only thing that's really deteriorating people from ordering newer trailers right now it's because that year wait,
Right.
It's not something we can help. The backlogs of getting parts, COVID kind of messed with a lot of stuff, but that's what we started doing to kind of compensate for that was
Yeah.
to get it sooner, just a little bit more.
Is there any big news on the any
Big news.
ground shaking upgrade to them?
I would say no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's typical.
As of right now, but I think there is some stuff in the works to make life easier. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
I
So,
see.
yeah.
Thanks, man.
No problem at all.
I appreciate
Great
it
to
very
meet you,
much.
man.
Very nice meeting you.